Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey everybody, my name is Lane Boland with Storm Digital Media, and today I'd like to run you through a capabilities brief. And the purpose of this is not to convince you we're the best at anything, but rather give you a few points of differentiation about how we do things differently. I know that's redundant, but more importantly, show you how we do things differently so you can decide if there's any value in possibly working together. Fair enough? So let's get started. Here's a big so what of why Storm has entered the marketplace and what we're up to. And the bottom line is we took our inspiration from Kristen Dillard of Team Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in North Carolina. When I read an article that she moved her entire budget to digital and she saw net profits double without increasing the marketing budget. And I just thought that was amazing. And I was trying to figure out why aren't more dealers following her lead? Because most dealers' digital advertising is really the equivalent of pissing money into a dumpster fire. All right. And so before really building Storm, I wanted to figure out why. And I really came upon these three reasons. Reason number one was a lack of initial and ongoing education. I can't tell you how many guys and well, just people in general that I've come across that they are checking items off a checklist, like I'm doing social media, I'm doing SEO. Guys, that's like interviewing a mechanic and asking him, well, what do you do? And he replies, well, I use wrenches and I use screwdrivers, right? That's not the same. It's how, okay? So reason number two was a lack of training. And one thing I noticed as I started learning about the industry is a lot of the vendors, their attitude, all they're doing is they're covering their own ass so that you don't cancel them. And that doesn't create an environment of innovation and excellence. All that creates is an environment of doing just enough to not get fired. And then the third reason is, up until really this year, it was impossible to know what of your digital advertising, hell, any of your advertising for that matter, is truly driving sales. Up until now, you had to rely on a sampling of customers after they left the F&I box. And we all know that's rather inaccurate. But the cool thing is, the game has changed and there is the ability to measure from click to close. And I'll share that with you in a second. So after looking at the three reasons that are preventing most dealers from copying Kristen Dillard's results, we created Storm Digital Media, and the 6 big points of why we're different is we provide you direct ROI attribution, which is a real fancy way of saying direct ROI measurement from click to close. You have one point of contact who runs and synergistically coordinates all your different digital marketing tools, your SEM, your SEO, your social, right? Think of that as, your screwdrivers, your wrenches, your lift, right? Provides you with ongoing professional education. Okay. We are marketing technology geeks who have learned the automotive industry, rather than being automotive veterans who have learned digital marketing, right? Anyway, and we also provide ongoing internet BDC coaching. And you're probably thinking to yourself, Lane, you're not a car guy. What the hell do you know? It's like, well, I do know how to bridge the gap between an internet lead and a showroom visit. All right. I don't need to be a car guy. I just, so that actually helps your BDC and your internet get sharper at pulling those digital ups into the showroom. We also offer exclusive territory. Guys, my entire company are all veterans. And we don't compete, we dominate, right? So it is impossible for us philosophically to have more than one dealer per make per city, period. End of story, game over. And our marketing is powered by some proprietary artificial intelligence that continually learns who's in market, and two, who's most likely to go through the entire customer journey, resulting in a showroom visit. Anyhow, so So the other part is, that's not all. The seventh big point of differentiation is we also guarantee our work. We promise to drive 200% ROI on your budget spent with us, or we will pay you triple our agency fee. No questions asked. And the cool part is we have the capability to measure, which of our clicks turned into what of your sales. It's amazing. But don't take my word for it. I want you to hear from my co-founder Matt Ford or Ryan Matt of Matt Ford, who was actually my first customer. And after we did a really good job for him, I asked him to come aboard as a co-founder in order to give us car guy oversight.
Going with Storm Digital was probably one of the best decisions we've made. We fired our other digital media providers, including the local cable company, satellite provider, and we weren't seeing a lot of results off that. But with Storm Digital, we've been seeing tons of results, and the proof's in the pudding. The Google Analytics were doing this, and now they're doing this. So make your own decision. You can make a bad one, or you can make a good one and go with Storm.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a great testimonial, but let's show you some results. So before Storm, Matt Ford had 40 ups. And what you see right here is I drew a geofence around his showroom floor, and I counted in the month of August, and we had 40 devices. Now, if you subtract the 7 people that he has on the showroom floor at any given time, he really had 33 ups. Now, in the month of September, when we got started, you can see his ups jump to 87. Subtract 7 employees, we're now sitting at 80. So we went from 33 to 80, more than a double, right? 100% lift in ups. Okay, that's cool, but did it convert? You're goddamn right it did. Yeah, 48 sales on 87 ups is a 55% close rate, right? He averaged $1,500 on the front end. His ROI was 554% on the money he spent with Storm. So let's get this straight. Not only were his ups doubled, but these ups showing up, I know that's redundant, were coming to buy. They weren't coming to try, they were coming to buy. 55% close rate's insane, right? So, in the words of Borat, great success, right? So, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to divulge the back end or service lane numbers. Mainly, Ryan Matt feels this is proprietary, and he's being a selfish asshole. So, guys, imagine a marketing partner that provides you proof of ROI across all of your vendors, who trains your internet and BDC teams to efficiently turn digital leads into showroom ups, lowers your cost per sale, saves you money, guarantees its ROI. All right, that's by no means a unicorn. That's us, Storm Digital. Right? So let's get back to the legend of Matt Ford. Right? He had 40 ups in August, and he was facing a tough September. The whole industry was facing a tough September. He was sick of shoveling money into the marketing budget dumpster fire without results. And he wanted to take back control from unaccountable vendors, Cox, and the OEM. Right? So what did we do? Well, first, we canceled what couldn't be measured. Okay, basically the cable company. Then step 2, we canceled what could be measured and wasn't working. I'm citing Auto Trader here. Cars.com was also given DOS boot. Step 3, we pivoted his Google AdWords to brand defense, brand conquest, and service lane only. What does that mean? We were only bidding on keywords for his dealership, his competing dealerships, and service lane keywords. Why? Well, do you really want it comes down to competition, supply and demand. When you're going after, for example, this is a Ford case study. When you're going after F-150, not only are you competing against all the other tier 3s in town, you're competing against the tier 2 and the tier 1. That's why you have $12 clicks. Now, 2% of those clicks are going to turn into an up, right? So 50 times 12 is $600. Do you really think you can make money on a $600 F-150 up? Hell no. There are better ways to do that. Step 4, we then allocated 50% of his freed up budget to fill the top of the funnel. And I'll explain to you what all that means in the next slide. And then we took the remaining 50% of the freed up budget in order to push the digital prospects from the top of the funnel into showroom ups. So let me give you a visual representation of how. Right, so here's the top of the funnel, right? You got Google AdWords, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, SEO, display, email, right? And our algorithm up here at the top is called In-Market Hunter. And what it does is it learns who's in market, who wants what you got, and shows them ads, right? That take them to your SRP. Now, the digital customer journey, it's been proven time and time again that they go from SRP to VDP to offer. In other words, product, price, place, right? At any time in this process, they can opt out of the funnel and just never come back, or go straight to your showroom. So the trick is learning, after somebody's clicked on an SRP, who needs to see a VDP. And the people that have seen a VDP, of the ones that have already visited your showroom, we don't need to show them another ad. What we need to show the people that haven't gone to your showroom is maybe a special offer, right? So in this case, we're showing an F-150, MSRP, Matt Ford special pricing ad, and retargeting them with a cash rebate. Either way, again, the proof's in the pudding. Now, the ups down here is not Ryan, Matt. This is another client of ours. But the system is the same. Have a smart algorithm learn who's in market, shove them into your funnel by pushing them to an SRP, and then having another AI-powered algorithm learn, who's most likely to convert to the next stage in the customer journey, from product to price to place, and push them to the showroom floor. So you're probably wondering, did it work? Again, hell yeah, it worked. We more than doubled his ups, and out of those 87 ups, we closed 48, again representing a 554% ROI. So my question to you guys is, are you ready for the red pill? And what are your thoughts? Just comment below, and I promise we'll reach out to you. Again, I don't want to convince you we're the best at anything. My whole purpose today was to show you how we do business differently and let you decide if we provide enough value to be worth talking to. And if we are, I highly encourage you to reach out to us, and thank you for your time.